I just watched this video. The title on it was something like "Re White Folks Only, Re Racism," and something like that. It was a Navy guy talking about racism in America about a video and about his views on how they should be able to fly the flag, speak their language, and how racism will drop. Not in our lifetime, but it would eventually knock itself out. Well, I agree with him to a certain point. Now, I personally, I'm 25 years old. I'm a die-hard Southern redneck. I grew up in Central Texas in the country, all white. One black family that lived up by the highway. Um, my personal life, I've been beaten by blacks, multiple of them at one time. Same thing with Mexicans, and same thing with white people. Uh, I've been robbed by all three races and more. Do I hold it against them? No. Do I hold it against the person who did it? Yes. I mean, they're the ones who did it, so they deserve what they get, whatever it is. Whether they got caught and went to prison, or whether karma comes around and bites them in the ass. But also on my own personal views, I am not racist, by the way. But on my own personal views, there is a difference between a black person and a nigger, a Mexican and a spick, and a white person and a white trash. The difference is if you want to get an education, get a job, do something with your life, make money, support your family, and stuff like that, then you are a black person, a Hispanic or a Mexican, or even a white person. But if you want to be lazy, not work, now I granted there are people that can't work or stuff like that, but if you want to be lazy, rob people, steal from people, just overall not do anything like that, not do any kind of productive activity for not only you, but for your family and for this country, because the people working provides for this country. A lot of people might not see it, but it does. But if you don't want to do that, then you're a nigger, you're a spick, and you're white trash. Now, he had said something about let them fly their flag. Great. Have pride for your country. I have pride for my country. I was born in America. I'm an American. So, luckily, I got to grow up in this newer age, but, I will fly the American flag. Let them fly the Mexican flag or an African flag, Jamaican flag, Chinese flag, Japanese flag, whatever they want to fly, wherever they're from. Good for them. But it is federal law that you cannot fly it without the American flag being present or above or at the same height of the American flag. There's only one flag in this whole country that can be flown at the same height of the American flag, and that is the state of Texas. Because we had once separated from the Union and was the Republic of Texas. We was our own country. And when we came back on as a treaty, we with the treaty it said that we can do that. And it's another point that we can break off anytime we want. That's a whole other subject. But I live in Arizona, people, and when you go to 15 miles down the road and you go up to a Fiesta and there's nothing but a Mexican flag flying, they are breaking federal law and that should not be acceptable. And as well as, they hold protests here. Now, this might offend people who offended me. I am an American. I love my country. And the protest, it was a Hispanic group. They were first they threw the flag down, the American flag down on the ground, stomped on it, spit on it, pissed on it, and then shredded it. Not only is that against the law, but that is basically a disgrace in this country. Not only did nothing was being done to stop this, but the cops were there to protect them from people lashing out at them. I don't know about anybody else, but that's wrong. And I have one thing to say about that. If you don't like this country, then take your ass back to wherever the fuck you came from and let us do what we do. And another point about speaking the language. Okay, the majority language of this country is English. Now, granted, let them speak their language, whether it be, Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, French, German, whatever it is. But at least have the courtesy to learn our language. I mean, that's like if I were to go to France to live for, say, let's say 3 years to work. I would continue speaking English because that's where I'm from. I'm from America and I speak English. But I would also try to learn as much of French as I could because of the fact that I am living in France. And I would not expect them to change the whole national language from French to English just for the English speaking people in that country. Well, it is 4 o'clock in the morning here, guys. I'm tired. Y'all heard my views. Leave some comments. Y'all have a good night.